Welcome back to Terpy, back with another video for the channel. Today we're starting off in the cafe. This video is not about the cafe. We have done some upgrades in here, so you might see the changes in the background. But today we're going to be assembling the VIVOSUN all-in-one VGROW setup. Here's the box of the VGROW setups. It's no bigger than a normal grow light setup, so this box is holding quite a bit of equipment in here. So let me get the cover off and then we'll take a look at everything that comes in this setup. Okay, so just a quick look after we took the cover off the box. Very well packed, super high quality. Everything's in here very tight. It's all protected by extra cardboard and separate boxes for each individual item and accessories. Super thick, extra padded walls on the outside box along with the cover, so it's really thick in here. Let me get all of this unpacked and then we'll go over all the single individual items that come in this entire package. Okay, so we got all the items unboxed. We got it laid out here with all the accessories. We got the power cord, the fill cover, which goes on the base right here. So when you want to put water in the reservoir, which is below, this is the base, by the way, you can fill the base right through here. We got some plant tags, some gardening tools, a little, I guess this would be like the reservoir blockage. It goes under there. Got a little tool syringe for putting nutrients in, a pair of trimming scissors or plant scissors. We got some twist ties for training the plant. These are magnets that go on the side of the poles, which are located over there. We'll take a look at those after. We got a fill gauge, which has different levels right here. Once that orange center thing goes all the way to the top, it means that your reservoir is full, and then when it goes to the bottom like it is showing right now, it means that you need to add some water there for your plants to feed properly. We got the temperature and humidity gauge here. I'll have to check what this one is. I'm not too sure what this is currently. We got a little humidity dome for a seedling. Unfortunately that came broken. Not a big deal, I never use these anyways. We got a full box of gloves, which comes in handy, so that's very nice to see that those come in this entire package. We got a small trellis netting of fabric. Personally, I don't like fabric stuff like this just because after one round it could harbor any mold or bacteria, which could be spread onto your next round of plants. So I don't personally use that, but you can use that for one round or thoroughly clean it. This is a really nice touch. Most places don't come with this for mixing your nutrients or filling the reservoir. And then you got one fabric pot here. Because this style of all-in-one system has these shoelaces here, which is kind of like a self-watering thing. When the pot is sitting on top of it, these shoelaces are sitting inside the reservoir underneath like that, which absorbs the nutrients and water, which comes in contact with the bottom fabric here and essentially wicks water up through the pot. I'm not too sure, I've never used this style of growing or watering before, so I'm not too sure how far the nutrients and water will rise into the pot, but we're gonna give it a try, see how it does, and then we'll move forward after that on seeing if it actually works properly or not. We may have to supplement some watering from the top, but that's okay. This is the top of the system, which has the LED light. Usually I like to see the LED light spread across the entire canopy space, which would be this entire 2x2 space, but maybe they know what they're doing and this covers the entire space nicely. We might have to keep the plants smaller just to accommodate the size of light that's in here. We do have a filter in here. If I can take this cover off, there's a nice big filter, so we don't have to worry about any dust or smell getting out of here. And here's a little fan under the filter. We do have our sensor inputs right here where we can plug everything in. And then over here we have our aluminum poles that come pretty much assembled with this end piece that makes it very easy to snap into the corners of both the base and the top piece. Very thick leather or pleather shell of the tent that has zippers on both the top and the bottom, so it makes assembling this entire unit very easy for anybody. We got thick zippers on the door. Along with on the shell, there is a ruler that goes all the way from the bottom of the unit all the way to the top to kind of give you a suggested area to put your trellis, where you top your plants, where you put it into flower, and then where you should lollipop your plant and overall get your entire canopy situated. So let me get this assembled and then we'll jump right back into it and show you how it looks all together. Okay, so I got it assembled. I didn't even look at the instructions, so it was very straightforward. It took me about 8 to 10 minutes to assemble. The one problem I did have was getting the tent shell onto the zippers, onto the top piece from the side piece. I recommend, if you're gonna buy one of these and do that, to lay it on its side. It'll make it very easy to be able to connect the zipper when it's on its side, instead of having the weight of the entire shell pulling down on the zipper like I had. So just a small fix there. Sorry, let me tuck this behind this pole. There we go. So we have the measuring suggested areas on when to put the trellis knotting on, when to top your plant, when to set it into flower, and then lollipopping and training your plant overall. So you get a nice canopy in this space. With the white walls in here, it makes it very bright with the single light up there in the center. Got everything set up. There is a digital screen here on the front that I haven't shown yet, where you can set your seedling stage, a vegetative stage, and flower stage, depending on when you want to select it. We got inside temperature and humidity and outside temperature and humidity, which is inside this room and outside. And then it'll also tell you when you need to add water, which is showing that right now because there is no water in the system right now. Overall, very good. I did figure out that other sensor is the water sensor, so it tells you when you're out of water, and then we have the temperature and humidity sensor right here. Overall, very simple setup. We're going to be putting this over here by the door of the cafe, so when you come in to see the cafe or do whatever, it will be accessible, so you can see a single plant growing in here and see how this performs overall in here. So I'll get it down all cleaned up and use the accessories in here. And then our next step will be filling this pot with some cocoa, and then we'll decide which strain we want to put in there next. Got the place cleaned up. I think this is the best location for it currently. We'll see once we put a plant in there. Just at the back of the shop, I think there's not enough space over there, so we'll see how it goes. One thing I didn't show about this is the front door on here. There is a cover that's magnetized, so you're able to open it all the way, and then there's a clear cover right here, so you don't have to disturb the plant inside or the growing environment while still taking a look at the plant overall. So that's really good for what I'm doing here. So any customer that comes in here is still able to look at the plant, see how it's doing in there without actually opening it and having a chance for anything to happen to the plant. But they do get to enjoy taking a look at it. So it is magnetized all the way down, so it's not too hard to close back up. And then we got the LED screen up here where we can make all of our selections and growing environment. So that's pretty much it for this video. I'll update you guys on the next video when we put a plant in there and see how it grows over the first few stages of growth for it. Until next time, happy growing everyone, and remember to get out there and make it happen.